As I've been thinking and preparing for this personal value speech, one of the words that kept popping into my brain was pleasure. I know, it's a big word, and I was kind of scared about how I was going to make that word into a value speech. But the more I thought about it, the more I thought about what the actual root meaning of the word is, which is a feeling of happy satisfaction or enjoyment. So, knowing those things, I started thinking about the things in my life that bring me that happy satisfaction or that enjoyment. And one of the things that I came up with was traveling. One of the things that my family loves to do is we love to travel to different states, different countries. We love seeing different cultures. We love the idea of new traditions and picking things up. And that kind of helped me to narrow down where I was going to go with sharing my personal value speech, which was Disney parks. My family is an avid Disney park traveler. We've been multiple times. My husband and I went many times before we got married, before we had kids, and all we ever discussed was how excited we were to have kids and be able to share those traditions with them and give them that form of pleasure in their life. As we've moved forward and had kids, we've taken our kids to Disney parks multiple times. We've been to Disney California, we've been to Disney World in Florida, and we look forward to being able to go to the Disney parks that are all over Europe and in Tokyo. So we're very excited to be able to plan these things that bring us pleasure. As I continued to work through it, I noted that a lot of my classmates were focusing in on the self-care, taking care of yourself. And I agree, those things are all very important. But I wanted to take it a step further. What kinds of those things give you that self-care that allow you to feel that pleasure? I think that for me, when it comes down to creating memories and creating that form of path of your life where you look back with such fondness, I wouldn't replace any of the memories that I have with my kids. Sure, the first time they went, they were 18 months and 2 years old. They don't really remember those trips, but they do remember the stories that we tell about them. And more than that, I remember how it made me feel to be able to take my kids to those adventures. So really, I want to share that there is no right or wrong age for you to take your kids to Disney. There's no right or wrong age for you to experience that form of pleasure in your life by being able to give them something. I know that many of you out there have kids. Maybe some of you have already taken your kids to Disney, and maybe you agree with me. You think, wow, that was such a tremendous time, and I'm so happy that we did it. Maybe some of you struggled with that idea of, were my kids ready? Are they old enough to remember? Is it important that they're old enough to remember? All of those forms of questions are things that I hope to be able to answer to make that an easier choice for you. How can you budget? Those are things that I'm hoping to be able to explore in this, to be able to share with my audience. Basically, my intention is I don't want people to wait to start living their lives and seeking out that pleasure of being able to do something special with their family. I want to help encourage people to start creating those memories. I don't want you to worry about whether or not your kids are old enough or whether or not they're ready. I want you to seek that pleasure. Your memories as parents are just as important as your children's memories as they grow up. Thank you.